Gusto mo yun, yung nagugulat. Okay, so tonight it's a wine night. These questions are all about application from the Philippines. Okay,
Wow.
so what are those things na you spent money with? Did you pay placement fee?
No. Walang placement fee, guys. No,
No
we didn't pay
placement.
any placement fee.
So no
But,
placement.
no, we paid for our plane tickets, pero it's reimbursed. But you need to save money for that as well. And then, I think OWA registration.
Ayun, doon ka magbabayad.
And then, we also paid something for PhilHealth. Para it's a 1 year, PhilHealth or, hindi ko maalala.
Yeah, I think it's
Parang,
required
meron kang babayaran na for fee mo na siya.
for the whole year.
Oo. Pero parang wala namang, hindi naman umabot ng 5,000. Mga 2,000 lang siguro.
For the whole year yun kasi, 200 per month?
Parang ganun. Around 200. So parang around 1,200 something lang. So what else? Oh, pocket money. You need pocket money. Kasi, pagdating niyo dito, you will have to wait for a month before your first salary. So you need to pay for your accommodation. You also need to pay for your food and transportation. And then it will be reimbursed to you on your salary, except for the accommodation. Kasi it's like your rent and down payment for your housing. Ay, no. Lasing na to.
Guluhan siya, di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, lasing ang Q&A to.
No, I mean yung accommodation during the training. It's like 2,000 per night. 2,000 yen per night. So, kailangan may around, ka. Around, hindi ko alam. Pero you need to have at least around 80,000 pesos
Like
during my
during
time.
your time.
Pero ngayon, kasi there's a quarantine, I think, if in case, and I think, if I remember it right, kayo mag-shoulder ng quarantine mo. And then re-reimbursed pa lang siya. So, kailangan yun ng pera talaga doon. Kasi yung hotel, food mo. Though I'm not sure doon kasi, hearsay na lang yan.
Actually, parang I suggested like 150,000 pesos, not yen. Yung last video na ginawa ko.
Actually, parang around yun, 150,000 yung dala ko nun, if I remember it right. 140 or 30,000. Kasi yung 20,000 for the plane tickets and other expenses ko rin sa Pilipinas. And then, yung 130, dala ko pa punta dito.
How long did she do the application, the process of the application?
Maybe, I think it only took me like 6 months before I officially, that includes yung interview, demo, final interview, medical. If mabilis ka maggawa ng medical, mas mabilis yung processing din. Kasi yun yung unang mga requirement eh. Tapos, waiting for my departure. So parang around 6 months lang yun. Yung
6
sobrang
months.
easy lang. And then parang 3 months pa lang, once na natanggap ka na sa final interview, parang 3 months pa lang. And parang on the 3rd month, sasabihin na sa'yo kung ano yung possible date ng alis mo.
Did you also have like preliminary interview?
Initial.
That one, the initial interview. So after the initial interview, did you have another interview?
No, final interview.
That one. When you had the initial interview, like how long did it take for you to have the final interview? Tinunggan niya yung alak.
Lemon tea na yun, guys.
Alam mo, tiya pala.
Sorry, from initial to final.
Were there any things na ginawa mo in the middle of your
Yeah.
initial and final?
Before the demo kasi, you need to pass both medical and initial interview. Kung okay na yung initial interview mo, ang problema mo is medical. Kaya if mabilis ka sa medical, that's okay. Parang ano na, parang mabilis na lang yung sa demo. Kasi kailangan all good ka in terms of health.
Okay, so take note. So, initial interview, then there's a demo, then after that, the medical, right? Then after the
No, before ka mag-demo, kailangan maayos na yung medical.
okay.
Initial medical yun. Kasi, after your final interview, you will have another medical. And that's also another fee. Your initial medical examination, ikaw magpapayad na.
The initial one. Pero yung final medical,
Company, agency. Pero if there are like mga operations, like sa dental, kailangan wala kang, wala kang bulok ng ngipin. So, they will do all the pasta and you have to do it. So, kung may 10 kang kailangan ipagawa, kailangan mo siya ipagawa.
I think this is very important because you've been asking me like examples of the questions that been asked. Actually, I mentioned to you that some of the questions are like how can I say this? Situational questions.
Oh.
How about you? Were they situational questions?
Yeah, there is.
Then how long did it take? The interview of the initial question.
Final interview?
Both, like initial and final. Like how long was the? If you can still remember.
I'm not sure. Pero it won't last like more than 30 minutes. Mga 20 minutes lang siguro.
And then what were the questions? Like which is more difficult, the initial or the final?
Both are okay.
Lakas na. Diba? Napaka-confident ni ate mo doon.
No, kasi sir, if you know your reason why you want to go to Japan, why you want to teach, it's easier to answer. But if you don't know why, that would be a problem kasi you'll find it difficult to convince them na you really want and you really deserve this job. Kasi during my time, one of the question is, why did you choose Japan and why do you like to teach in Japan? So I'm like, I really want to teach in Japan, so I have a lot of reason to tell them, and I have a lot of
Ideas?
Ideas and a lot of thoughts that I can share with my employer. Na this is why I want it. It's more on personal level, so it was easier for me to convey it to them.
Yeah, actually, it was asked to me also when I applied in Peppy. Since even though I've been living here before I applied in Peppy, it was also asked to me when I went here, before I came here in Japan, like with my agency before from the Philippines. It was also asked to me. So because I really wanted to come here, so that's why I had a lot of ideas, thoughts. Yes, yung mga dramatic na ideas, mga ganun. Yung gustong-gusto ko talaga siya. Ganun. Yeah. So, ayun.
So if you have your reasons, I think it's easier like to answer those questions. And then there are situational. Situationals are very, how do I say it?
Vague?
Not really. Pero they want a practical answer from you.
Exactly.
Like, what will you do?
Can you give example of the question?
I can't give the exact questions kasi they might still use it eh.
Yeah,
Very,
actually.
confidential siya guys.
Kasi most of the questions, especially like, when they ask me situational question, it happened in the classroom. So, it depends on you how you will handle it. And of course, like, yeah, maybe we will just, we won't give it to you. Kasi para you have your own way how to answer it based on how you gonna do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, just a piece of information about it is that it's about the classroom. It's about problems in the classroom and how will you handle it. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, because a question might be like their standard question, and it might be confidential to the agency. So I don't wanna, we signed our contract and we don't wanna
Actually,
indulge to that.
yeah.
Yes.
So those are like situational questions na nangyayari talaga sa classroom. I think they will just parang they wanna hear from you what are you going to do with the situation. Parang wala namang correct answer or wrong answer with that. It's just how you're gonna handle it. They will just they want to know only how would you do that, how would you handle it. So ayun, kainin.
And they might ask you to like role play something.
Role play.
Because as I've mentioned, it's practical. So if this is the situation, how will you talk to the kid? How will you talk to the parents? So yeah.
Ano nga pala yung yung tinake mong course?
College? BSN, Bachelor of Secondary Education. Major in Social Science. So it doesn't really matter if ano yung tinapos mo.
Totoo.
As long as you can speak fluent English and you have a little background in teaching or managing or handling people.
Okay, speaking of experiences, yung mga background ng mga work mo, what